too high. Good. Go on. If you want some, yeah. Salam Israel. We are the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, New York, since 1969. We've been teaching the truth of this Bible. Okay? Salakia. Teaching the truth of this Bible. And in teaching the truth of this Bible, you grab me a water, Baba Bashar?
Yes,
Teaching the truth of this Bible, the water. You say concert. Teaching the truth of the Most High. Yahweh is his name. Yahweh is the name of the Most High. He is the God of all creation. He is our God, all right? God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Most High, is our God, our power. And Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. We are Israel. The descendants are the Israelites. And when I say we, I'm saying the so-called Negro, the so-called Latino, the so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Indigenous, North American, okay, First Nations of North, Central, and South America. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and we're making up the 12 tribes of Israel. We have laws, statutes, and commandments. This is the law class. Okay, but it is the closing of Purim. Today is the closing of Purim. It's the brotherhood class. Salakia. Wow. Salakia about that. The brotherhood class. Okay. And with the closing of Purim, we're just going to go over Purim. Unless anyone had any questions. Anyone has any questions, we'll go over some questions first. Okay. And we'll do Purim as well, all right? Okay, anyone have any questions? Any questions? Taking questions. Questions. Okay, closing up Purim. Okay, Thawon, the water. Go ahead, Officer Thawon.
So like it. So I mean, it's definitely something that's all over the place. That's being broadcasted nonstop. As you know, the Olympics is going on. I don't know if it's already been covered or not. But Shakari Richards, what is it? Camilla Vela Vive on drug testing. I think she's Russian, if I'm correct, a 20-year-old Russian.
The Russian, yes.
Kind.
She failed the drug test.
Mm-hmm. God. Now, of course, you know, Shakari wasn't able to participate, but this one was.
She was. I did see that last night.
She was still allowed to partake.
Mm-hmm.
How should we take a look at that? Especially considering that this is brotherhood. It's life.
Okay.
We could go for law too, but
Right. Yeah, Salakia. I was thinking it was.
well, nah, it's like I was just, you know, obviously, you know, when it comes down to the law, you know, not for us to be doing these things, right? But in the matter of brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, you know,
Okay.
it's kind of like,
If you could take the mic, Salakia. You want to start using the mic for water.
okay.
You got the arm button on the back. The water.
Okay, sorry. It's like, yeah, what I was just saying was, in regards to
The Russian. She's a skater?
Khan.
Ice skater, right?
Khan, sir.
Yalia?
Uh,
I think that's it, right?
Camellia.
Oh, it's Camellia?
Camellia.
Ah, yeah.
Maliva. Like, she's cleared to keep competing in the Beijing Olympics.
Okay. All right. So ask your question one more time, just so that the people can hear. Because what you were doing was bringing it out compared to what's the sister's name? Sha'Carri Richardson.
Sha'Carri Richards, Scott. So like Sha'Carri Richards, you know what I'm saying? She was banned for testing positive or smoking weed, right? She had there was marijuana found in her system, of course. So she was not allowed to compete in the previous Olympics, of course, though. And here it is, right now, Camilla Vela, whatever her name is, the Russian, who failed a drug test, of course, though, but still is being allowed to compete, nonetheless, though.
Damn right, yes. That's a good one. Do you have this article right here?
What is that from?
This is NPR.
Slocky. I could.
Yeah, if you just type in NPR and then both their names, it should come right up. Sha'Carri Richardson. Okay, brother bringing up a good point. Okay. Yesterday, during the Winter Olympics, okay, the Russian ice skater, they don't even say Russia in the Olympics. They have to say RFA, I think it is. Something. Russia Federation. Okay, let me just check. Yusef, I see you on Facebook, ISUPK Facebook as well. Okay. Yusef, it is working. Do you see me on Yusef? You should see me on the if you can hear me, type in 1, all right? Wherever you are, type in the number 1 for me, Baba Kushar. If you can see me and hear me. I'm not on. Oh, Salaki. Okay. Martez Roberts has a question from Buffalo. I'm going to get to your question. Okay, I see you on the ISUPK Syracuse Facebook, Yusef. I see you on here. Okay. It's showing live on all outlets. Okay, so the sister, right? I mean, the Russian, right? They call it something else in the Olympics now because they have so many strikes against them. They have so many appeals and things against them because of the steroids that they can't even say that it's Russia. Let me just type this in real quick. Medal count, Winter Olympics. Yep, there it is. See how it says ROC? It's the rock in here. It's the ROC, mother. They can't say Russia. They have to say ROC. People ask you the question, what is the ROC? What country is ROC? A team of 214 athletes from Russia. Not to be confused with the Republic of China. Oh my goodness. Russian athletes are wearing white, blue, and red uniforms. Okay, they have to be ROC because of all the sanctions against them. But the brother brought out a good question. If our woman is saying, how should we perceive, how should we take it? Because the sister During the Summer Olympics, she couldn't compete because she got caught smoking marijuana in her system. Okay, and then you have the Russian. She taking all types of steroids. All types of steroids, right? To compete in ice skating in the Winter Olympics. Okay. You got the article out? All right, if you could.
NPR.org. Sha'Carri Richardson sees a double standard in allowing Camelia Valieva to compete. U.S. sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson is calling out Olympic and anti-doping official after Russian skater Camelia Valvulin was allowed to compete despite testing positive for a banned drug. Can we get a solid answer on the difference between their situations? Richardson asked on Twitter after mediators ruled that Valvoline should be allowed to skate in the women's individual competition in Beijing. The only difference I see is I'm a black young lady, Richardson said.
Wait a second, read that again.
The only difference I see is I'm a black young lady, Richardson said.
Read that again.
The only difference I see is I'm a black young lady, Richardson said.
Wow. Keep going.
It's all in the skin, she added. And they post a tweet. It just says, can we get a solid answer on the difference between her situation and mine? My mother died and I can't run. And was also favored to place top 3. The only difference I see is I'm a black young lady.
All right, I got the response here. Let me hear. I'm gonna play this clip just to hear the response. All right. See if there's a response here. The decision to allow Kamila Valieva to continue competing at Beijing 2022 despite a failed drug test is just a slap in the face of all those athletes doing it the right way. Okay, let's see if I can get this to play here.
Court has issued its decision. The Court of Arbitration for Sport, actually the ad hoc division of the court, has issued its decision in the procedures relating to the figure skater Kamila Valieva. The CAS panel in charge of this matter has decided to let Ms. Valieva continue her participation in the Olympic Winter Games Beijing 2022.
The Court of Arbitration for Sport has done something I thought I would never see. It is allowing an athlete who has a positive doping test within the last 2 months to compete in the Olympic Games and very likely win one of the most prestigious Olympic gold medals there is, the gold medal in women's figure skating. We're talking, of course, about 15-year-old Russian Kamila Valieva. And the fact that CAS today said that it was okay for her to continue competing in these Olympic Games. Obviously, there's a lot to pick apart here. In the next few hours and days, we will know more. But what a devastating blow to those athletes, Katie Ledecky, Michael Phelps, Simone Biles, Michelle Kwan, so many others who have done things the right way, who have fought so hard for clean sport, who have gone the extra mile to prove that they are not doping. To have an athlete, a Russian athlete, even though she's only 15, sympathy is there, of course, for her. The adults are the ones we should look at. But still, to have someone who has a positive doping test competing in these Olympic Games is just a slap in the face to all of those athletes doing it the right way. A very dark day for the Olympic Games. So what does that mean now for the team competition? The Russians winning the gold, the U.S. the silver, the Japanese the bronze. But would Russia then lose that medal and the United States moving up to the gold medal? The answer is This decision does not give us an answer on that bigger issue. What's going to happen next is there has to be another case before the Court of Arbitration for Sport, and that would be about the merits of the case involving Valieva and that drug test. That could take months, and that's when we would find out if, in fact, the Russians keep that gold medal or if the United States moves up and gets the gold medal. But the bottom line is Kamila Valieva has won, the Russians have won, and unfortunately, the cause for clean doping is taking a huge hit here today.
Good old Esau. The devil on the earth. If y'all heard it clearly, okay, she gets caught doping, meaning she got caught taking steroids. She's only 15 years of age. And this is a culture in Russia. This is the thing to do for the Olympics, is to juice up much steroids as possible. That way you can win. But you hear the journalist, her response is, well, who's going to get the medals? Who's going to get the medals? This is a 15-year-old girl. 15-year-old girl taking up all types of steroids. And it's like, well, will America get the medal? Well, Russia's in the lead. It's about morality. It's about morality. It's about integrity. It's about discipline. It's about morality. It's about values and principles. I was just watching something. There's a clip. It's on social media now. This guy was a Russian spy, right? And he's in the interview, and he said, the way that you control the minds of the masses is you take away their morality. Once you take away their morality, it's a wrap. It's over. You can take away their morality, and then you can influence them with anything. I'm paraphrasing what he said. Morality is what holds all the weight. Go ahead.
If you go back on the video, she said Russian.
You can move your mask. Remove your mask.
If you go back on the video, she said Russian, but you have to call the UC.
ROC. That's correct.
ROC.
But she said Russian. Right. And she kept saying Russia. Very good that you peeped that, because basically it's the same thing. Right? Okay? That's another strike. And the reason why she probably was saying Russia is because that should be taken into consideration. The Russians aren't supposed to be in the Olympics. But the reason why they're in the Olympics is because they came as a different name to the Olympics. But the reason why they're not supposed to be in the Olympics is because all of the sanctions that they have against them, because of all the drugs that they're using. So she's probably saying Russia because she knows that that's the same thing, and why they're not being able to be called Russians, because they're taking all these drugs, steroids, okay, to make them faster or stronger. All right, but that's a good point. So it just shows the morality of the Olympics. It shows the morality of the oppressor, the European, how they don't give a damn about anything but power. And they're willing to dismantle their integrity, their values, their principles, all so that they can have that. You had something, Zion Tazayawa?
I was going to ask what steroids are.
Okay, good. Steroids is a drug that's used to make you stronger and faster. Okay? These are drugs that you use while you're working out, and they'll make you faster or stronger. Okay? These drugs are illegal drugs. They're called enhancement drugs a lot of times because they do certain things to your muscles, to your bloodstream, all right, to make your muscles get big. Okay? All right? So a lot of times they have to check athletes to see if athletes are working out properly and not using steroids, enhancement drugs. All right, Falwon.
That's like the drug that was used in this particular case is trimetazidine, which is a drug that is believed to be able to boost athletes' endurance and blood efficiency.
Okay.
So
it'll make her run faster, longer. Okay. But you had something else too, Falwon.
okay, well, I was just saying, like, the difference between, you know, just even Sha'Carri Richardson's in this particular case. Sha'Carri Richardson case, you know, there was no benefit from her, you know, using, you know, marijuana or THC or whatever. You know, it was more so, if anything, it would be a detriment to her, right? It would kind of, you know, delay her reaction time, her response time to the gun, of course. Though. In this particular case, though, for whatever this 15-year-old was doing, you know, it is boosting her overall performance, though. They're completely opposites.
Be just as a priest of the Most High, okay? You never give Satan any space. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but in the same instance, why did she smoke weed? Why do black people smoke marijuana for the first time? Or what other than peer pressure, why do black people smoke marijuana or use drugs?
Feel good.
To feel good. Okay.
Because the Edomites give it to him.
Because the Edomites give it to him, right? Why did Sha'Carri Richardson smoke marijuana? Hold on, y'all. Let's see if. She said it in the tweet, didn't she? She said it in her tweet.
Yeah, her mother died.
Right. So what did she smoke marijuana for? Go ahead.
Because her mother smoked marijuana.
That's a good point, but no. Her mother died. Go ahead.
Because she only knows she's black.
She only knows that she's black. She did say that in the tweet, but no, that's not it. Her mother died, right? So what is the point of her smoking marijuana? Go ahead.
It's like, yeah, to ease her pain and suffering from the loss of her mother.
That's correct. That's why black people use drugs. You get what I'm saying? That's why black people use drugs. That's one of the main reasons. Now, because of peer pressure, fun, the Edomites push it to us. All that's correct. One of the main things to cover the pain. That's it. To deal with the emotional issues. That's correct. Yep, you're absolutely right. To deal with all these problems, to cover the issues, to hide. It's called self-medication. To deal with the depression. You feel what I'm saying? Okay? So she's going to go about it what she thinks is the easy way. My mother died, I'm going to smoke weed. So in a sense, it is an enhancement in the fact that if she smokes weed before her meet, her mind isn't on, my mom's gone, my grandmother gone, my father's gone, I'm in hell, I'm poor. And that's everybody. Every black person smoke weed because they're trying to get away from depression. You lose a job, a slavery, you ain't got no money, everybody poor, you smoke weed. And for 5 minutes you're sitting there just high out your mind. In 5 minutes, your high comes down, you right back. But for that 5 minutes, it's like putting that in the place of. Okay, all right. Now this is great to teach that we, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, Israelites, we don't get justice like how they get justice. We don't get empathy like how they get empathy. It's good to talk about that. That's great. Because what we say about this, we would say the so-called white man is the devil. The oppressor is the devil. Look what they do to us. Look what they did to our sister. Our sister couldn't run, right? They allow this person to compete, but they don't allow the sister to compete. For what I'm saying? And we heard all summer long, we heard the same things. You know, oh, marijuana isn't as bad. You got these with the steroids. You got this. It's like when the documentary Surviving R. Kelly just came out. What was something that I heard black people say when that documentary Surviving R. Kelly first came out? This is before he went to court. This is before he went to court. What did black people say?
They said that he was smoking.
No.
Well,
Go ahead, now.
were they saying the same thing like they said before, basically that we just gotta stick together?
No.
No?
Martez Roberts, you was right. I see it here. To escape depression. Okay, what did black people say when R. Kelly documentary, when R. Kelly's documentary first came out, Surviving R. Kelly? When that first came out, black people were saying what? They were saying something. Go ahead, huh?
It's like I haven't seen it though, but are you talking about, you know?
No, not the black people in the documentary. Not the sisters in Surviving R. Kelly. I'm talking about black people's response. Like it's something that black people do. That people do. All right? All people do it. And it's a mechanism that doesn't help the situation. It doesn't help the person or the people. It doesn't help the predator or the victims. What did black people do?
They still cared for him?
They did. That's a good point. That's a good point. They still cared for him. But they said something or they did something because they cared for R. Kelly, somewhat cared for R. Kelly. Anybody? I know what Shalom says. Y'all know what you know what black people was doing? They were comparing R. Kelly to the Catholic Church. Anybody heard that? Anybody knows what I'm talking about? Okay. Anybody knows what I'm talking about? Black people will watch it and they will go, R. Kelly ain't bad as them priests. Them Catholic priests been molesting children for years. They was raping all types of children up in the Catholic priest. Oh, Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley got married to a 15-year-old. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody ever heard that? Now, in the case of R. Kelly, molesting children, young women, raping women, abusing women, what does the Catholic Church have to do? Thank you, Sararana, Aaliyah. And you know what people say? Well, the Catholic Church did it. The Catholic priest was doing that. Elvis was doing that. Them rock and roll stars was doing it. What does that have to do with R. Kelly and all these victims? Nothing. That's not having empathy or sympathy for the sisters. That's not having a concern for R. Kelly if he need to fix a problem. He need to be fixed, man. He got an issue. He need to be thrown under the jail. Most I ain't Christ. Put to death. I heard one sister give an account of him having sex with Aaliyah. And she was only 15 on the tour bus. And they just saw it and they just sitting there and that to me, I was like, damn, that hurt. I felt the pain for Aaliyah. What I'm supposed to say? Oh, he just doing what the Catholic priest doing. I'm on the bus and I see something like that happen. I'm supposed to just go, okay, yeah, the priest is bad. Elvis did it, so it's okay. Elvis did it. That's how I'm supposed to feel? That's not morality. That's not integrity. That's how we supposed to feel? That's how we supposed to stand about it? There's no integrity there. Ain't no structure or no discipline, Salakio. Right? I should be like, man, that ain't right. That's not right at all. That's horrible. So what are we supposed to do? We should always stand on morality, on the laws, statutes, and commandments. We should all be thinking of what we believe in. All have some faith. Or do we just sit around and just go, oh, it ain't me, or that happens to them, or these other people do it too, or maybe they should give them a break. No. That is absolutely wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. You sit right here, okay?
Yes, sir.
I told you that. You got the highest rank. You sit right there. No, you good. You good. That's absolutely wrong. We shouldn't think like that. We should look better at our people. When you have the law, you have love for people. Because something should be done. It's called justice. If someone breaks the law, the victim of that that sin, the breaking of the law, the transgression of the law, the victim that had to feel with the pain and the hurt or take the L of something being taken from them or stolen, justice has to be done. Justice is about love. It also prevents these things from happening. I bring that up to say, Matthew chapter 5. I'll pull it. Matthew chapter 5, verse 20. Because the sister is right and correct. Shakari Richardson is right and correct by saying, is it because I'm black? She's absolutely correct. She's absolutely right. It is because you're black. It is because she's Russian. You think the committee has Russians on the committee? Yeah. Is it other oppressors on the committee? They're all oppressors. They're all Edomites on the committee for the Olympics. Is it about politics? Damn right. So you're black. Before she smoked weed, did she know she was black? Before she smoked weed, did she know she was black? Facebook, YouTube, before she smoked weed, before her mother died. That's a good one, Martez. Two types of bad people. One who does bad things and the other that watches and does nothing. That's right. Yusuf said yes. She knew she was black. She knew she was black. She was born in poverty, right? Like all of us. She was born in the hood like all of us. She had to go through hell like all of us. What's the whole point? Go ahead, read that out.
Matthew 5, verse 20. For I say unto you, except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's hardcore. Yahweh Shai Mashiach said, you be better than that. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees. Your righteousness exceed. What does exceed mean? What does it mean to exceed something? Since we're talking about Shakari Richardson, what does it mean to exceed? Dinesha, you're absolutely correct, sis. Wrong is wrong. That is correct. Yusef, yep. Dinesha, you're absolutely right, sis. Wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it, how you try to flavor it, how you try to butter it up, or make it nice, or let's do it this way or that way, wrong is wrong. Absolutely. Wrong is wrong. You can't change that. You can't change it. You can't change it. Yusef, you're absolutely right. Exceed means to get past. Right? Okay. Read it once more, brother.
Matthew 5, verse 20. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees.
Keep going.
Ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
What are the scribes and Pharisees? What are they? Like, how would we relate them to today? How would we relate them to today? The priests and the pastors. What else? Yep. Priests and pastors. Absolutely. What was the position of the scribes and Pharisees to the Romans? They were the politicians. They were the mediators. They were the voice of the people to go to the Romans, and they always wanted to appease the Romans. So they were the ultimate leadership of our people. Okay? So they was the ones that were supposed to be teaching the law, giving the rules and regulations, living by it, an example, feeding the people, implementing the truth, the laws, the statutes, the commandments. But the Pharisees, the scribes and Pharisees, they didn't do that. The scribes and Pharisees were wicked. They only took the law to stone you or to penalize you, just like the politicians today. And they wanted to make sure that you didn't keep the law. Why? Because when you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, your focus is only on the Most High God and your people. You can't do that if you want to appease the Romans. You got to celebrate Valentine's Day. You got to be like them. And the Pharisees wanted you to be like them. That's how the Pharisees were. They really wanted to be like the Romans. They really wanted to appease the Romans. Cater to the Romans. We serve no king but Caesar. That's what the Romans said about Yahushua. Who is your king? They said, we serve no king but Caesar. We follow you. We under you. We ain't gonna get no money. We ain't gonna have no easy way to go. This is easy. Or good lifestyle. So let's appease. So Yahushua is saying, for I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter the kingdom of heaven. Yahushua took it up another notch. Be better than these leaders. Be better than the Olympic leaders. Be better than the committees. Be better than the government. And how do you do that? By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So Shakari Richardson, the sister straight up said, it's because I'm black. You're absolutely right, sis. It's because you're black. But just imagine, black people can now go back. If our sister Shakari Richardson never smoked that marijuana, she got the help that she truly needed to cope and deal with the death in her family, to deal with the struggles of life, being black. She'll get that coping here in the ISUPK. She'll get that under Commanding General Yohana. She can get counseling. She can get the understanding of who she is and who this enemy is, the goddamn devil on the earth. And the sister could say what? What could the sister say about this now? Officer Dawon?
She can read off him saying like all of the things that she is not doing. She's not doing drugs.
Exactly. Go ahead. You have more?
Well, yeah, that was just the main thing. It's just she's not doing drugs, but nonetheless, this is what verdict.
Right. Yep. She can say I'm not doing drugs. She can say that. She can say I'm black. Now, if I did drugs, y'all wouldn't let me run. But she does drugs. Because really, what is the Edomite going to say? Rules are rules. Right? You still got caught, young lady. You still did it. Oh, we gotta look at it this way and that way, and we gotta really look at it and examine and see what happens. Well, what did Obama say? What did Obama say after the death of, was it Tamir Rice or Trayvon Martin? I think it was Trayvon Martin. Barack Obama said, the court system has ruled. We have to depend on justice.
It's like you let justice prevail.
Let justice prevail. Justice came up with a verdict. We must follow justice. That's classic Edomite lines. That's classic heathen lines, especially when it comes to you and your pain and your suffering. Let's raise up Sha'Carri Richardson to never smoke weed again. Let that old person die and let the new person rise up. Oh, man. Foul woman, have you ever seen The Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Okay.
I had it. Let me see. There was a scene in The Lord of the Rings. But it's called something. I had it too. I think I looked it up last week. It's the Dead Marshes. Yep. It's the Dead Marshes. I'm gonna try to remember that from now on. All right, I'm gonna play this in 1 second. Let me just get this. Yeah, so the ISUPK stance is more of the stance that we are a moral people. We got law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we want for our sister. Is somebody else going to die in the sister's family?
Yeah.
If she keep hearing black people, because black people just kept saying about Sha'Carri Richardson, it's only weed. It's only weed. Let her run. What would happen if they let her run? And she got a medal. She got a gold medal at that. Because she is damn fast. The sister is nice. Go ahead, out.
It's like everybody gonna start smoking weed.
But what's going to happen to the sister?
She's not gonna think that she's wrong, you know what I'm saying, in what she did.
And she would smoke weed all the time.
Okay.
Is smoking weed good for anybody? It's absolutely horrible. It ain't bringing nobody back from the dead. Smoking weed don't give you a new business perspective on how to accumulate money. Y'all rappers think that smoking weed make them a better rapper. That means you must be really trash. Go ahead,
Chief Keef. Like, you know, Snoop was talking to him. It's just like, how many blunts? He goes, I smoke ounces. And he's just like, yeah, but if you had to put in the blunts.
But who was talking to him?
Snoop was talking to
But who was talking to him?
Snoop.
Snoop is dumb. Snoop is the biggest sellout of all rappers, but he gets the pass of all passes. Nobody says anything about Snoop Dogg. You know, it just came out, some sister was like, oh, he sexually harassed me or raped me or something. You know how many women he done probably raped? But because she was high or whatever, out of her mind? You know, do you know the view that Snoop Dogg has towards women? Oh my goodness. Nobody says anything about sexism about Snoop. Nothing. Snoop Dogg got the overall all passes of all time. Snoop could be a gangster crip crip walking at the Super Bowl, and then cooking with Martha Stewart. And then next week he got a show in, I think, England. He got some new singing show coming out with Kelly Clarkson or somebody. I thought you was one of us, man. What? Snoop Dogg does country music? Snoop Dogg will do anything for money. He will do absolutely anything for money. So him talking to Chief Keef, they both stupid. I'm just saying, all of them. And if it takes you smoking weed to be talented, you must be trash, dog. You must be horrible. Just think what you could do with a clear mind. Go ahead,
It's like two things. It's like if we have to go counts for this one. It just shows that he has brain, sir.
Who, Snoop?
God.
Oh, okay. Right.
For those of you who don't understand, that's an inside joke.
Yeah.
But no, the Chief Keef thing, you know what I'm saying, even the one thing that he was just saying was
how many ounces would it break down to put into a blunt?
God, he said
he gave him a mathematical equation.
He said that he would smoke 1 ounce in 5 blunts. So he would smoke 2 ounces a day. So he would smoke 10 blunts, which is 2 ounces a day. It's like, if you, like, that makes absolutely no sense. The fact is that you're smoking, you know what I'm saying, 2 ounces a day, like 2 ounces a day, if you're just looking at the math from that, of how much it costs for 1 ounce, let alone 2 ounces, you're doing that every day. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not 5 days a week.
Right.
That's just dumb stupid.
You don't think he's smoking 10 blunts a day?
It don't even matter, but you hear his music.
Oh, you talking about his music? I never really listened to his music.
God, I mean, I've seen some of his stuff, and it's just like, he think this is official. You know what I'm saying? He has to get higher and higher, you know what I'm saying, just to even listen to his own stuff.
You said in that chair right there.
You know what I'm saying?
In that soft chair. So it don't fall. Yeah. But that's a little opinionated because I don't really listen to Chief Keef. I don't know his music. But I'm just saying in a generalized, it's brothers and sisters that smoke 10 blunts a day. And you know what? That is so sad. Snoop Dogg was smoking weed like all day before his performance at the Super Bowl. He was literally smoking weed on the stage as Dr. Dre is coming up from under the stage with the soundboard. And Snoop getting ready to he reaching for the mic while he's smoking weed, like, give me the mic. That's sad. That's disgusting. Like, that's, you got some problems. You got some serious problems in life. Yo, that's horrible. That you smoke so much marijuana that it's just nothing. So this sister would never get help. If they gave her a pass, like they gave the Edomite a pass, which they're going to do anyway because they're Satan. They're the devil. What do you expect from an immoral people? They rape everybody. They molest everything. Every child. Every woman. Right? They rob, steal, they kill every goddamn thing. They go to war with each other. Non-stop. They're the filthiest, most disgusting people on the earth. You want to be equal to them? Or do you want to exceed, like Yusuf said, to get past them? To be greater than them? This sister would never, if they said, all right, we're going to let her run. Black people would say, yay, they're going to let her run. It was just some weed. She's going to smoke weed, and her problem will get worse and worse and worse and worse. That more and more demons are coming now. More and more demons. Ask women who do drugs, who smoke weed. Women who love weed like that, who do drugs, they got rape stories galore. They got molestation stories galore. They got sex with a different man every week, every day, galore. Sex for a blunt. The more and more demons, the stealing. This is for men too. The stealing, the thieving, the homosexuality, the LGBTQ, whatever. More and more demons come. Marijuana is the gateway drug. It opens up for everything. So, to fix it is by us having righteousness. And what is righteousness? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's righteousness. Our righteousness should exceed everybody's on the earth because we are God's chosen people. We are special people. We beautiful. We peculiar. We don't need weed to solve our problems. We don't need to smoke no weed. We don't need to dope up. We can beat everybody in any and everything. I messed up last week and I had to take the post down because I put the Hamite up. I thought it was a sister with the ice skating or with the race skating. And then come to find out yesterday, there is a sister. An actual sister. We on ice skates now. Smoking them on ice skates. Just imagine who we are. We're going to talk about Purim in a minute. Just the beauty of us. The beauty of our sisters. The strength of our brothers. The valor, the integrity, the morality. That sets us apart from everybody else. The law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave us makes us better, royal, regal. Camilla Valieva, she got to take every steroid ever just to put on some ice skates. We better than that. All right? Okay. You got something else, Doc?
Well, Slakia, it's sort of like a, is there a way, outside of, just the approach of, correcting the behavior of Sha'Carri Richardson, as in like, we don't need the Olympics, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
God, so like it. I mean, like we spoke about it before, with when we talked about the what's the baseball thing called? NFL, NBA,
MLB,
right? You know what I'm saying? If we would have continued, you know what I'm saying, the
Negro leagues,
of course, though, right? We would have created jobs and positions and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, for our people, of course, though, which would have kept us out of that poverty, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Uplifted us, you know what I'm saying, to the point where it's like, what you need we? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason, you know what I'm saying, to go into this gateway drug, you know what I'm saying, by having, you know what I'm saying, that brotherhood. So to hell with the Olympics, you know what I'm saying, why don't we go back to, to the Negro sports, the ones that we grow up playing together, you know what I'm saying, in the hoods and the Negro Olympics, whatever, however you want to look at it.
And then it can translate. Yep. Like we'll have our own Olympics amongst Israel, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and then we will compete on the world stage in the Olympics.
Good.
You get what I'm saying? we already get all the gold medals anyway. We'll just get it for us. It'll be under our banner.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It'll be the Israelites, and we just winning all the events all the time. Summer, winter. They're going to have to come up with a spring and a fall Olympics because we just dominate every damn thing. All right? And then we can just do it, take it to the intelligence, our inventions, our ingenuity, all that. We'll just show them. And these will be things to implement and show them that we are better because we have a law, statute, and commandment. Like you said. Then we'll just look at the committee and say, damn, y'all just going to let this Russian girl shoot up all these drugs? None of the Israelites do that. None of that. Get out of here with that. And you're absolutely right. Have our own leagues, our own businesses, all that. You know? And then still go to their Olympics or what have you. And so, are we the greatest on the earth? Always. Go, keep going. I ain't gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
That's like it. But even in the difference, you know, of what we would set up and establish, it would not be the same, you know what I'm saying, as what the oppressor has done, right? You know, where they put us out there as gladiators, you know what I'm saying, for sport. You know what I'm saying, in the arenas where they are, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, it would be righteous because we are dealing with our own in the way that we would set it up and establish, you know what I'm saying? Whereas in what they have done is they have taken us and they have used us, you know, like they did with the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like they did, you know, with all these different sports, you know, arenas and everything else stuff. We're out there in the as gladiators competing, you know what I'm saying, not for the glory and victory, you know what I'm saying, the well-being of ourselves, but of whoever the slave master is.
Right.
And of course, that's one of the big, you know, topics of, you know, controversy that's been going on late, you know, with the NFL teams and, you know, getting a black owner. But, you know, once again, you know, there's a way that we can, you know, set up and show the world, to hell with that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need, you know, what you have to offer.
That's right.
So,
Yep. No, I got what you're saying about we don't need the Olympics, but and you're absolutely right, because we'll have our own. I was just saying to compete against the other nations. That's the objective, and that's why the Olympics was made and created, so that these countries can come compete against each other to show whose country is better. That's why there's always a count, a medal count, because it's always about who's better. You get what I'm saying? And that's something that Sha'Carri Richardson does not understand. We don't understand that as a people, because she said it. The sister straight up said it. What did she say? I'm a young black lady.
God.
The only difference I see is I'm a black young lady. The only difference I see is I'm black. That's the difference that I see. I'm black. But it would be greater if we compete against them. Because this sister doesn't understand. She doesn't understand about exceeding all these other nations. About being better. That she's greater than them. She's just looking at it like, yo, I'm black, so I'm the victim all the time. Okay? And I'm not saying don't point it out. We should always point out this injustice, because this is an injustice. But at the same time, and a greater time, our righteousness is to exceed everybody on the earth. Go ahead, Dawon. I'm gonna read that one more time.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 20. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's right. Okay. Because that's all sports are. It's just to show who's greater and who's better. That was the whole point of boxing. Boxing actually came from the ancient world of your champion versus their champion. And Goliath was the Philistines' champion. Because Goliath was the best of the Philistines, he was pushed out there. This is our champion. Who you got? That was done in the ancient world. All right? Okay? This is the best of us. Who y'all got? And it was to show who was more, whose God was better, whose values were stronger, whose discipline was better. Okay? Amafa tell y'all right now, Yusuf, you can ask Officer Amafrika about that martial arts world. They different styles always conflicted, or they always go against each other and fight against each other because they want to see whose style is better. whose what is it, Sufu and senseis, whose teachers were better?
Kung Fu, Gun Fu.
Whose teachers,
Seafood.
whose teachers was better, right? Right? That's all that it was. Okay? Well, my style is better than you. And so what it is it just translate. Now let us translate in righteousness. Our morality should exceed everybody else's on the earth. All right? And that's it for that. Okay, Martez Roberts, 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. But this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Absolutely, brother. That would have helped the sister out. That's what's going to help black people out. Smoking weed is easy. It's the weak way. Being a sodomite is easy. Following after what everybody else does is so easy. Having a fight about it. Having some morals about it. Being the one to say, nah, that's stupid. That's wrong. You doing what? You smoke weed? What's wrong with you, man? Right. Sensei. Right. Okay? And that's why the ISUPK reigns supreme. Because we believe in the law, statutes, and commandments. We believe in the Most High God. And we do it. And we believe in it. And we follow it. We implement it in everything in this life. Something we say in the ISUPK. Don't just be in the truth. Let the truth get inside of you. Our teachings, Commanding General Yohana, we always challenge everybody. Who teaches better than the ISUPK? Who teaches better than the ISUPK?
No one.
No one does. Most High in Christ. Give God a hand. Absolutely. No one. Can nobody beat us? Why y'all saying that? Why y'all saying that? That's not nice. Y'all the only ones with the truth. The home of the truth is the ISUPK. How you a grown man crying? I was on Clubhouse one time, and I was listening to Captain Tazariot in Clubhouse with all these fake Israelites in the room. And he was talking about a debate where he destroyed a battle, where he destroyed his opponent. And all the fake Israelites was like, okay, let me ask you a question then, Captain Tazariot. Let me ask this. Well, what about this? Captain Tazariot said, I told you I got to roll, man. I got to go. Oh, one more thing, Captain Tazariot. Hold on. Let me just say this quick. Please. Let me just ask you this. Let me just say this. Hold on. But what about this? Okay, next time I'm going to get you, Captain Tazariot. Oh, And Captain Tazariot said, I got to roll. All right, shalom, peace, I'm out. But when Captain Tazariot left, I was getting ready to leave. One cat on there straight up said, yo, y'all got to stop sweating Captain Tazariot, man. I'll be sweating him, man. He said he had to leave, but y'all making it sound like he's something great and mighty. I was like, what you mean? Like all y'all just got all these questions for him all the time? Yo, man, y'all blowing him up, man. Y'all making him, he ain't that special. He just a man too. Yo, I raised my hand just so that I can go up there on the stage just to press on the mic button. If they open it up and let me in there, just to laugh, like, I couldn't believe he said that. He's just a man too. The ISUPK exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees. All right? We're going to take this sister and make her new. All right? Okay? We're going to be serious about Yahweh Shai Mashiach. We're going to truly follow him as our king. All right? Okay. Brother asked a question. Yusuf, you had a question too, right? If you got a question, pop it back in, all right? Martez Roberts says, is nacho cheese lawful to eat? No, the cheddar cheese is not 100% cheese. brother, the cheese is lawful to eat, brother. If you look at the ingredients of the cheese, if there's no unlawful foods mixed inside the cheese, brother, it's lawful to eat. Okay? If it got water in it or milk or a lot of the terminology in it may just be scientific terms. Okay? But are really salt or a different seasoning or a sugar. Okay? What's one of the terms? Right. But sodium bicarbonates, or it might just say something crazy on it. Okay? I got it here. The water, Zion. I got some cheese right here. This says pasteurized milk, cheese culture, salt. See how it say microbial enzymes. You know what that is?
No, not at all.
It's good bacteria. Okay? All right. Cheese is nothing but spoiled milk that's cultured. That's why it says that here. Okay?
Egg cheese all the same.
Yusef, you said you got a question, but you gave the question to another brother, and you just waiting for the response. You can wait for it then, brother. No, I don't have to take that necessarily. You can wait for that. Okay, so that was that one there. I thought somebody else had another question too. Let me go check here. But yeah, cheese is lawful, brother. Okay? All right, okay. Yeah, just wait for the brother's response then, all right? Okay. Did you have another question, Don?
Nah, it's like, I was just joking. The brother was saying nacho cheese. It's lawful if you take somebody else's cheese, so that's not yours.
Oh, okay, the nacho cheese, right. All right. Okay, so Martez, you said con out of one con, so okay, you got that, right? Okay. All right. Any more questions? Any other questions?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
These like for example, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, President's Day, you know, oftentimes, you know what I'm saying, you go into your slave, right? And they may have something to quote unquote boost the morale. You know, how should one, you know, respond?
When you say boost the morale, you mean like they're giving lunch for the day?
That may be.
Is it just like a straight lunch? Or like for Valentine's Day, are they giving out chocolate?
Yeah, slightly. Like I think they did something where they were like decorating, of course, though, and then it was just like, here's a bag, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, these people, you know, that are considered business partners or third-party vendors, you know, that's associated, you know, with to the company or whatever. And it's just kind of like, oh, we want everybody to participate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's the bag? What do you mean?
I mean, like,
You talking about like a snack bag
yeah,
that you give to your clients?
not the clients, not necessarily clients, but just, you know, like
To you, to a coworker.
It can be coworkers, or even if it's like third party, you know, like a UPS, you know what I'm saying? Like if UPS is delivering packages, or like the rug cleaner, people that cleans the rugs, they come in.
Mhm.
All right, we just want to show you appreciation. You know, here's this from the team. You know, things like that. You know, how should you know respond to those type of events, things that are being pushed, you know, in the workplace.
Okay.
Slide.
I'm gonna give Zion a hand on this one. I'm gonna give him a hand on this one. A couple of years ago, he took that bag from his teacher because she just forced it. And forced that Valentine's Day bag on him. I said, no, it's okay. But he got it's like he had to take it. So I said, take it, Zion. Okay, go ahead. I looked at her. Zion took it. I said, Zion, you know what to do with it. Zion threw it on the ground. I said, stomp on it too. And she was standing right there. Zion stomped on it. Chocolates, lollipops, sweet tarts. And I'm looking at her like, it was. You knew he was going to throw it in the trash. She thought she was going to convince him. No, I'm just saying, don't do that at the slave. I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? But the people that get it, like if it's just slavery saying we have to give these out, like if you work for a slavery that sells products, you know what I'm saying? And it's heart-shaped cookies or whatever, and you gotta give it out as part of your slavery. Okay. Brothers work in grocery stores where they sell pork. There might be a brother who coming into the truth. We're hearing it right now. He might be chopping up pigs in the back of the deli, cutting up that ham, slicing it up. He's not doing it with the intent of deterring people from the Most High. This is his slavery, you know. Lord allow he get up out of that so he ain't got to touch no more pig. You know what I'm saying? But something to that effect. They just passing it out. Your slavery trickles it down. You can even tell your slavery. I prefer not to do that because I don't partake in that. You know, if they, you know, was understanding enough to do something simple like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but like, you know, like say for instance, like a lunch or whatever. If they don't ever do lunch, but it's Thanksgiving and now they want to give me lunch, I'm good. Y'all never give me candy any other time. I love Reese cups, Reese peanut butter cups. Y'all never give me no Reese peanut butter cups, but it's Valentine's Day. Now you want to give me some Reese peanut butter cups? I'm good. It's okay. I'm fine. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And yo, Valentine's Day yesterday, I was amazed at how many people like celebrate Valentine's Day. I was shocked. I didn't think it was that serious. I mean, I know children do it in school. I know Jake, you know, he go get his. Yo, this was so funny yesterday. I'm at Aldi, and next to Aldi is a Dollar Tree. And I was gonna run into Dollar Tree because of Purim, right? I was gonna grab something, it's like aluminum foil or something. We were gonna grab some aluminum foil from Dollar Tree, and this was crazy. Trying to see if I could hold something I just hold this bottle, right? He had a bouquet of flowers. This brother, right? Jake, it's cold out, so he got his big old coat on. He got his hat on, and he's walking with a bouquet of flowers. He getting ready to walk in the Dollar Tree, and he's just smiling. I'm talking about straight up like this. And he marching. He's not just walking. He is smiling. And he looks at me, right? And he look at me, and he's smiling. And because I'm looking at him like, you goddamn fool. Like, you look like a dumbass. You look like a straight idiot. Just walking with the bouquet. He just happy. And he seen me, like, look back at him. He's smiling at me, thinking that I'm a clap or thumbs up or give him the fist, congratulations. He thinking that. I just looked at him like, this nigga is a clown. What is he doing? And and you could just see his whole countenance change, and he just go back to that look like. Like he got the flowers way up here, and he doing his march, and you see me look at him like he done with. He just look at me like, I hate that nigga right there. I can't stand him. And he walks into Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? We just have to be persistent on against this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like if it's a lunch and I'll never give it, I'm good, man. I go get my own damn lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, oh boy. They don't make no ways outs. Okay? But if it's like your slave has a package that you have to give to somebody, you just give them the package. You know what I'm saying? Just give them the bag, whatever. To that guy, whoever, like you said, the guy that comes in and cleans the carpets. Here, man. He gonna know by your spirit that you ain't for this. You just doing your job. You know, I'll be at my slave. I'm just doing my job, man. It ain't that serious. You know, I don't know what you want. Here you go. All right. Okay. Playtime with Milka. Why do they do it? Okay, I think that came from JJ. If you can elaborate, why do they do it? What do you mean, why do they do it? Okay, were you speaking of something specific? Maybe I missed it, or I said something and you were responding to it. So, Salakia, excuse me. Just let me know what you mean by that, all right? That's right, sister. The sister said, give her a hand. The sister says, women act like they can't get flowers any other day. You can get flowers any day. Okay? They said birthdays in school, right?
Yep.
Get presents all the time. Get presents all the time. One day a year, that's when you just get presents? But I just want it to be special. And Valentine's Day is special. Don't you want the Lord to know that you thank Him for giving you another year of life? I know a lot of people that don't die on their birthdays. I don't know what you mean. You're supposed to thank the Lord when? Every day. Every night. Ain't you supposed to thank the Most High? I mean, you just thanking the Lord and let me see another year. Another year of life, and the Lord let me see it. The Lord probably wants you to see another year of life so that you can go through all the hell because you're just wicked as hell. Because you wicked. So the Lord is letting your wickedness show and prove all your disgust be revealed to you. So that you can say, damn, maybe I'm just too goddamn wicked and evil. Why do I deserve to get any goddamn? I don't. Maybe I should listen to them crazy niggas. Maybe they right, because they have the Bible there, and they is saying that is changing. They are talking about changing. That's right, sister. The sister say, I buy. These sisters is on it. These is UPK sisters, of course. Nadia, she's the one that said, women act like they can't get flowers any other day. Right. Your man gonna get you gifts anytime. You got family members that get you gifts all the time. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Sister said, I buy flowers. Now, I buy myself flowers all the time. Excuse me. I love the way they smell and look. Right. Don't women put flowers in their house? Plants? You just got to do it for Valentine's Day. You know what you're doing? You just so goddamn weak. You just so weak. Just get some morality. Do you smoke weed with your sister too? Huh? You just gonna have sex with everybody? That's what you do? Where does morality start? What do you believe in? Because if you believe in what everybody else does, what the hell is the point and the purpose? Jake damn sure does love to entertain. Right. We gotta break that slave mentality. Like, we just gotta do it. Okay. All right. Okay. Anybody had anything else? I think that's it, right? Any more questions? Okay, all right. Commander General Yohana broke down Valentine's Day yesterday. Give that a went in on Purim. That was mighty. That was great. Shout out to Commander General Yohana for water. Okay. Speaking of morality and integrity, he held on to what was passed down to him as a young man. Okay, and kept it. Kept it. Everything about it. It's still the same, god damn it. Still the same. My cousin showed me last week ISUPK flyer from like 1988, 89. I'm like, man, and we still the same. Still the same spirit, man. We still doing this thing, rocking it. Commander General Yohana, shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that supported Purim, celebrated, came to class. Y'all brought food, brought y'all family. The water for that, we was rocking last night. Okay, we had plenty of food here. Okay, let's give Officer Thai one more hand. All right, that sweet potato pie. Okay, it's all gone. Oh, it's still some? Is it here or is it back there? Okay, it ain't here. All right. So it ain't here. All right, it was delicious. All right, give that a hand. Okay. All right, we had plenty of food. Everybody was good. Brother and sister came too, right? Okay, that was wonderful. All right. Karam Yala had guests come. Karam Yala had a great pasta. Okay, he brought his famous sorrel. That was putting me to sleep. I was over here dozing off drinking that sorrel. That thing relaxes me. Sorrel does something for your blood. It like helps your blood, you know. And it's a great drink. So, you know, with that clean blood or going through my blood system, I was like, whoo. That's right, brother. It feels great to be isolated from the world. All right? Okay? Go ahead, Al.
Yes, like, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't realize yesterday was Valentine's Day. With all, with everything that was going on, I didn't see, you know what I'm saying, except the one nut that was outside the gas station, you know, peddling buckets of flowers and beers and whatever that.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of that, I was like, Valentine's Day?
Oh, man. I really was shocked because I was having sisters, brothers. They were saying like Happy Valentine's Day. Like when I was in the store finishing up to get things for Purim. Brothers and sisters just, Happy Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? My mom, they talking about Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's, like Merry Christmas almost. And I'm just like, damn, I didn't know Valentine's Day was that serious. And then they got something called Galentine's Day for the single women. Gals, like gals come together, like girls come together, because they ain't got no man. So we gotta get together for Valentine's Day. And how about you just be quiet and shut up and just come into the truth and just cover your head up for 6 months. All right? Be righteous. Keep the law. Keep the laws, damn it. All right? And maybe you can court a brother in the ISUPK and everything will be fine. And you ain't gotta worry about no goddamn Valentines. All right? I'm seeing a lot of these videos too. Ooh-wee. A lot of hoeing was going on. You know, a lot of hoeing was going on. A lot of adultery. A lot of sodomites. All this going on for that Valentine's. A lot of killing and murdering for that Valentine. Okay? Then they shoot at the Justin Bieber concert. Justin Bieber, he's trying to get that gangster ghetto black card, ain't he? He smoke his weed, though. What he say? He get his women from Georgia, smoke his weed in California. Yeah, that's me. And he's shooting up at the clubs. Mm-hmm. Justin Bieber must have voted for Joe Biden. He must be black. All right. Right. Everybody's saying Happy Valentine's Day. You just gotta give them a blank stare. You just gotta be just wondering, like, damn, Valentine's Day? You sure? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm sorry. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm good. Thank you. I don't celebrate. Well, tell your mother. Somebody told me. Yeah, somebody in my said, well, tell your mother. No, she said, tell your wife. I said, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Tell your wife. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. Well, tell your mother I said Happy Valentine. I don't know this lady. So because I don't celebrate it, my wife must celebrate it. My wife with me, so you get the fact that, okay, maybe she don't celebrate. So tell your mother. And then tell your kids. They just kids. Come on now. Let the kids have Valentine's Day. How come everything in the world gotta be related to something else to make it appeasable? Except the truth. Except the truth. Everybody accepts the sodomites now. The sodomites is just all accepted. Don't nobody say nothing about the sodomites. Everybody cool with the sodomites. The Jewish people and the sodomites, you can't say nothing about. They just got to be accepted. But as soon as you say something different, it's just like, huh? You hear the sirens? That's what's going on in their mind. Like, they just going crazy. What the hell is going on? No Valentine's Day. How could you do that? Is it water and not believing in this stuff? Do you drink water? Like what? All right, man. Anybody had anything on Valentine's? On Valentine's Day? How disgusting. This Commander General Yohana did bring it out. Hold on 1 second. How brain dead these folks be. That's right. So Rara pushing them. I'm going to give this to him personally, okay, sis? I'm just rocking it. I'm just showing off your work. So Rara made this. Give her a hand. Okay. Now I am, pleasant sister, sir, what's so happy about these days we living in?
That's why we need
Right. Right. What I'm thinking the sister saying like, what's so happy? Right. Everything. The prices is going up. How much is a bouquet of roses? A dozen of roses? How much was that? $40? $50? $40? $50? It might be $50 for that bad Jimmy Jam. Look up a average price dozen of roses. It's about to be $50. Well, it depends where you get them, huh?
How?
This one, about $10 to nearly $100.
Yeah, how much is that? $100.
Okay, I thought I saw them in Wegmans or one of them stores for $50. I mean, I ain't buy a dozen of roses in a long time. I'm sorry, it's been a while. See, yeah, there we go. Yep, it was Price Chopper. See, Price Chopper fulfilled by FTD, $59.99. So that's where I was seeing it. But that's number 5. So yep, $100 for some roses.
They really spend this.
And you know what you get? You know what you get in return? You get the box. You get the Matrix. you get something that you're supposed to get every every night. You're supposed to be intimate with each other all the time. Like, damn, what? Okay, what if it wasn't Valentine's Day? I wouldn't be able to make love to my wife. What the hell is this? All right. Get back on the track. All right, here we go. All right, so let's get Purim real quick. No more questions. Finish up with just Purim. Esther chapter 9. This is the closing of Purim. So let's get Esther chapter 9. And actually, we'll start at verse number 1. Let's block here.
Esther chapter 9, verse 1. Now in the 12th month, that is the month of Adar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews had ruled over them that hated them.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 2. The Jews gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus to lay hands on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people. And all the rulers of the province, and the lieutenants, and the deputies, and officers of the king helped the Jews, because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them. For Mordecai was great in the king's house.
Okay.
And his fame went out throughout all the provinces. For this man Mordecai waxed great, and waxed greater and greater. Thus the Jews smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword, and slaughtered and destruction, and did what they would unto those that hated them. And in Shushan, the palace of the Jews, slew and destroyed 500 men. In Pershan, Pershandatha, and Galvan, and Aspatha, and Paratha, and Adelia, and Aridatha, and Parmastha, and Arasai, and Aradai, and Vajasatha, the 10 sons of Haman, the son of, the 10th sons of Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the enemy of the Jews, slew they. But on the spoil laid they not their hand. On the day, the number of those that were slain in Shushan, the palace, was brought before the king. And the king said unto Esther, the queen, the Jews have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan, the palace. And the 10 sons of Haman, what have they done in the rest of the king's provinces?
Y'all see that, right? Haman, which was against the Jews, he was put to death and destroyed, and his sons. All right? And his sons, man. It's a mighty thing right here. Okay? All right? Drop down for me to verse 16.
Verse 16. But the other Jews that were in the king's provinces gathered themselves together
and stood for their lives, and had rest from their enemies, and slew of their foes 75,000.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Trying to get this point here. Go to verse 24.
That's chapter 9, verse 24. Because Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews.
He was the what?
The enemy of all the Jews.
He was what?
The enemy of all the Jews.
This is how you're supposed to look at these heathens. You look at all these heathens, right? You're supposed to look at them as our enemy. And if they hate one, they hate us all. And they are an enemy against us. And if they're an enemy against our God, then they're an enemy against us. How did David feel? What did David say? He said, "Oh Lord, don't I hate them that hate thee?" How can we go and vote? How can we have allies? How can we be friends? How can we side with the other nations of people and they hate God? They hate the Most High. They hate Yahweh. They love all types of wickedness. Joe Biden called us, what do he call us? Jungle babies? I'm not sending my children to school with them in that jungle. Them jungle children. And he said, felt like roaches, called us roaches, passed the crime act, the drug bills, all that. Lock us up. Predators. But when he run for election, we need an ally. You don't need a damn ally if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments of God. You don't need an ally. And if you are to speak for your people, speak for your people. All of them. Speak for all of your people. Speak for the depressed and the oppressed. Speak for the downtrodden and the destroyed. Speak for all of them. Don't speak for your gang and your crew. Don't speak for your alumni or your college. Don't speak for just the HBCUs. Don't just speak for your Greek fraternity, your Greek sorority. Don't just speak for your city or your town. Represent all black people. And when we say black, we mean all 12 tribes, because we all black, because we're all destroyed. We all the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Speak for all Israelites. Speak for all of them. Stand for all of them. You heard Commanding General Yohana last night. He said, I wish it wasn't no 2/3. What does that mean? He wants all of Israel to be saved. That is your goal, man. That is your fight, brother. That is your fight, sister. That is your objective. As we celebrate the Feast of Purim, we look at a beautiful sister who followed the orders of her uncle, Mordecai. She said, oh, I don't know if that's going to work. Too many goddamn people think they more, better, or smarter than the person that the Most High has set up. I don't know. And this was a sister. Ooh, wee. This was a black woman who went to the king and said, not my people, these are my people. Do not oppress my people. Do not murder and destroy my people. You know, with sisters in that in the Capitol building when it got stormed, you know what they was doing while they was hiding? In the name of Jesus, Jesus, please help us, Jesus. Please, Jesus, help us. Oh, they banging on the door. Let us in there. We want Nancy Pelosi. We're coming to kill Mike Pence and all of you traitors. Get them, get them, get them. Yeah, kick down the door. We're coming to take over the Capitol, take over America. You know what the sisters was doing? Please, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, the blood of Jesus, please, Jesus, help us, Lord. Help us. Everybody on the phone, please send up some prayers for us. They got the doors. I think they're going to break in here. Please pray. Let's all pray, y'all. We shall overcome. Kumbaya, in the name of Jesus. 3 months earlier, what was they doing? What was they doing on that abortion bill? Officer Dial 1, what you think? What you think that same sister was doing with that abortion bill? That murders 300,000 black babies, 200,000 Hispanic babies, and Native American babies every year. What did they do to that abortion law when it got passed and went across their desk? Abortion. It's a woman's right to choose. It's her body. Let her do what she wants. It ain't a baby anyway. It's just an embryo. So, I'm going to sign off on it. Abortions, yay. Go kill your babies. Huh. Gay rights laws. The gays should get married. Ooh, they stole the flag. They stole the rainbow. Yep, the rainbow was a symbol from God. But they done stole the rainbow and want everybody to think the rainbow belonged to them. And make everybody a sodomite. Even the kids can be sodomites because all the cartoons is sodomite stuff. I love it. Pass it. Everybody is sodomite. Crime bill. Yeah, get them gangsters and thugs off the street. All them gangsters and thugs. Ooh-wee, I'm tired of them. Lock them all up. Them thugs is so bad. Ooh-wee, should we pass this law? Hell yeah, we should pass this law. Lock them up. Ooh-wee, they bad. Black folks can't have nothing. I don't go down to Kirk Park. There's too many niggas down there at that park. Ooh-wee. Pass that law, please. So now when the heathen rage against you is, Jesus, please. You know what you should have did to all them bills? Jesus is king. No to abortion. Jesus is king. No to sodomites. Jesus is king. No to locking us up for 25 years for a pebble of cocaine, for a pebble of crack, for a pebble of weed. No, we ain't doing that. We want some counseling. Read me verse 25 out.
Verse 25. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head.
Keep going.
And that he and his sons be hanged on the gallows.
That's right. That's right. She went to the king and spoke to the king. You're not murdering my people. He out here, he want to murder my people. We are good people. We do right. Don't we serve in all the wars? Don't we fight for this country? Don't we love this country and pay taxes? Aren't we the upright citizens? Don't we make this America run? She went in there and told that king. She told the king, Assyria would be nothing without us, but he wants to murder all of us. Haman out there, he got the gallows lined up. And the king said, nah, all them gallows, Haman and his sons going to hang from it. You know what a gallow is? You ever see the game Hangman? Mm-hmm. Right, Hangman, where they got where you hang the person from? It's a wood. It's called gallow. All right, they build all these gallows. It's wood. Piece goes up here, piece connects to that, and a small piece connects to this piece, and you tie the rope here so that you can hang the people from the gallows. So they had all these gallows for the Jews, for us. Verse 26. Crack Pipe Joe, yeah. I like that. Crack Pipe Joe, right. Right. You know what they did? Hold on, yeah, thank you, Yusef. There was a recent bill that came past, right? For the crack pipes. So you know what them sisters probably did? When they said, oh, this is going to help give them clean syringes and clean crack pipes so they can smoke the crack and shoot up all the drugs and they can go to a safe house. That's so nice he try and do that. You know what? I'm going to sign off on that. Yeah. Let them smoke all the crack they want. Here you go. I sign off on it. And you know who in there too? The uppity Negroes. The uppity niggas. Reverend so-and-so from Abyssinia Church. Yeah. I'm here to put in my vote. I stands for my people as a black man, but we marching with you, Joe Biden. You know what? You right. We should give all them crackheads crack pipes. Give them all the crack pipes. Free crack pipes. Pass the law. Instead of saying, Jesus is king. No. Go ahead, Salakia. Verse 26.
Wherefore they call these days Purim after the name of Pur.
Keep going.
Therefore, for all the words of this letter, and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, which had come unto them, the Jews ordained and took upon them, and upon their seed, and upon all such.
You know what? Y'all shouldn't celebrate all these trash holidays. We got our own. It said they took it upon them and their seed. Forever. We got Purim. You seen Philly yesterday? You see how it was stacked? Commander Giuliani said, move the chairs up, bring more chairs in. That's beautiful, man. We growing. Forever. We got Purim. We got Purim. Okay. We come together as family. Come together as family, man. We bring dishes and food. We was good in here. Kodak Black, he the one got shot in the leg, right? Yeah. Kodak Black out there, he was Valentine's Day. He said it ain't safe for you. No, nigga, it ain't safe for you, nigga. In here, we good. This family in here, we cooking. We sitting down with each other. I seen a lot of babies too. And you don't need Valentine's Day to make no babies. We do it all the time, all day, every night, all year round around here. We got Purim. Let it pass down to your generations. Let us celebrate this. Have your children go to school saying, we kept Purim. I had sweet potato pie last night. Because we had Purim. Huh? We got beef and broccoli and all types of different stuff around here. We ate good. We had a good time. We're going to Passover. What we need? What we need with Easter? There's going to be children walking around with baskets with eggs in it, in the basket. Where you get that basket from? From the Easter bunny? There's a bunny that gave you a basket with eggs in it? Bunnies don't have eggs. We going to Passover, man. We going to Passover. The bunnies at the Passover in the petting zoo. You know, goddamn bunny, a 6 foot tall bunny giving your kids baskets. You want them to believe that? You want them to believe that? You believe that? That's what you believe? Yeah, we take the eggs and we paint them. So you paint eggs? How the hell would you paint an egg? Who thought of that? Who thought that it was something nice to paint an egg? Go ahead.
The Greeks.
Very good. Give them a hand. The Greeks. Damn right. And are the Greeks smart?
No.
Because you sit down and you paint an egg. How about you just take the eggs and make everybody some eggs? Can we just scramble up the eggs? That would be a better use for them, wouldn't it? Can we make some egg sandwiches or something? Can we make some hard-boiled eggs? Put a little salt on that bad boy? No. We follow the custom of painting a goddamn egg. That's stupid. And here we celebrate Purim, where our enemies were put to death because they hated us. That's great. That's beautiful. Don't you want to see your enemies fall? The other nations fall and you rule? Don't you want to be the kings? Don't you want to be the prince and the princesses? Do you want to have rulership and power? Don't you want to be called the chosen people, the beautiful people, the peculiar people, the people that set all the rules, laws, and legislation? Or do you want to just stay at home and smoke crack and weed and eat Easter eggs and be depressed? And here, what Joshua said, as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. That's what we do in ISUPK. And it is beneficial. And it is great. And it is mighty. And it is beautiful. All right? So give yourselves a hand with the Purim. All right? Okay? All right? And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Thawam Gabal.
ISUPK Syracuse announcement. Red ISUPK started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, underneath the leadership of Commander Jimmy Hanna. For new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties with the commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer for a priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. This concludes the Feast of Purim. We have Passover. That's going to be April 15th, Cocoa Beach, Florida. Following, of course, though, is going to be the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Akima Quad, check the bulletin board in the back. If anyone wants to be a trooper in school, start wearing our black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, one courtesy salute to the teacher, the visitor, Maji, my Shabbat, Maji, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yashar Raktham. One courtesy salute to the brothers, Maji, my Shabbat, Maji, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yashar Raktham.
Yahweh Hashem Yashar Raktham.
Saul, one courtesy salute to the sisters, Saul, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatham Hashem Yahushai. That's Matah. Class dismissed.
Shalom, Israel. The what? You want to turn it and bring it over here, okay? Oh, no. That one was right. Yep. Bring that in next to the camera. I'm still on camera. Still live. Hold on.